One of the most difficult things to do when you start out as a photographer is work out how exactly you're going to find clients. So in this video, I'm going to talk briefly about 4 different ways that you can proactively go out there and find clients. But what made me create this video was I was thinking, what did I do when I started back in early 2011? When I started out as a photographer, what did I do to find clients? So I actually went back and looked at some of my emails about how people first reached out to me to do photography, and I actually remembered what I did. So when I started out, I kind of spent some time building my portfolio with musicians, and I also did a bit of work for some personal trainers that I knew. So I had kind of this nucleus of a portfolio. So I thought, well, do you know what I want to do is I want to get some more of those types of clients. Now that I've got a little bit of a portfolio, I reckon if I can reach some of those people, I can get to them and they will potentially want to work with me and will pay me some money. So what I did, I took basically a totally direct approach. I wanted to work with some musicians. So I went on the web and I found some directories and some listings and some websites which listed bands that would play at events and listed musicians who were available to work. And what I did was I went directly to their websites and I just sent them an email. I went to their contact forms and I sent them a link to my webpage with my musician photography, and I said, hey, I'm a music photographer, I'd love to work with you, here's a link to my portfolio, if you're interested to work together, just get back to me. And I did actually look back in my emails from about April 2011, yesterday, and I did get people coming back to me saying, yeah, it would be good, we need to update our website, we need some new publicity shots, so yeah, let's talk about working together. So that worked. I mean, it's not an easy approach. Probably I emailed 100 or 200 photographers and got 2 or 3 responses. But you know, when you start out, that's just the kind of work that you've got to do. Same thing happened for me for personal trainers. I had some personal trainer photography and I reached out to personal trainers by Googling them or finding websites that listed them, went directly to them and got some work. So that is the number one way that I used to start out with photography. Now I rely on other methods. I still do some direct outbound marketing and direct outbound sales in certain circumstances, and it does work in certain circumstances. But now I rely on another form of marketing, and that is inbound. So if we think the first type of marketing that you're going to do to find clients is direct outbound, the second one that you should think of doing is working out how you're going to generate inbound inquiries. So this, for me, my website, I've spent the last 10 years honing my website and developing it and getting links to it and creating great content. And now I get a steady stream of inquiries coming in through to my website from people that are searching for what I do. So I would say the second way of finding clients is to think about how you can generate inbound inquiries via your website. This is a really long-term approach and it requires some work on your behalf in terms of setting up your website properly, creating content regularly, thinking about what people want to look for and what they will look for when they want to work with people like you. But every photographer who wants to make money needs to work out how they can generate inbound inquiries to their website. The third type of marketing that I think everybody should do is looking at how they can generate awareness for themselves. So lots of ways to think about doing this. Social media is one way of generating awareness of what you do. Getting articles published or doing some PR in your local area or in the areas that you want to work is a really good way of doing this as well. Thinking about how you can get recommendations and referrals, thinking about how you can get your work shared. This isn't so direct, but it makes you appear in people's minds and news feeds and inboxes and publications that they read when maybe they are thinking about working with you. And it's a really good and often free way to generate inquiries and make people know about you and generate awareness for what you do, and should lead to some inquiries. And the fourth type of marketing that you can do is one that I would say is called partnerships. And this is a fairly broad thing, but this is, you can either partner for free with other companies that are trying to reach the same customers as you, or you can look at ways of being involved in, say, trade shows or wedding fairs. So wedding photographers, I think wedding photographers should always go to wedding fairs. They have to pay to take part in this partnership, but it will work and it will get you in front of the same sort of customers that you want to be in front of. So partnerships is definitely one that could work. The one type of marketing that doesn't work is just sitting about and hoping that clients will find you. You may have lovely and fantastic photos, but sitting and hoping and dreaming that clients are going to find you is just not a marketing strategy that works. So you do have to take this proactive approach to marketing. So let's go through the 4 that I've said. So number 1 is direct outbound. This is where you get on the phone or you send emails to people directly who may be interested in what you do. The second one is inbound. Work on your inbound strategy. How are you going to get people to find your website and find what you do? This is a long-term approach, probably won't work straight away, and literally it might take a year or a year and a half to happen. I mean, for me, some blog posts take that long to appear, but they do work in the long run. So, while you're, instead of sitting around hoping for clients to find you, start now, work out what your strategy is for getting found on the web. The third thing is generating awareness of what you do through PR or through recommendations or just getting your name out there in terms of different publications. And the fourth one is through partnership. And for certain types of photographer, that will work. Wedding fairs, partnering with other organizations. I partner with web agencies so that when they want photography for a client who's having a new website developed, they contact me. So look at ways that you could form partnerships with people and work out how that could benefit you. So those are the 4 ways. Think carefully don't think carefully, just get on with it. Just pick 1 or 2 of those that are going to work and start. The worst type of marketing, like I've said, is just sitting there and not doing anything. The best type of marketing is the stuff that works, and to find out what works is you have to actually get out off your desk and get out there and actually do some marketing and get yourself in front of clients. So that's it. Good luck with it. Let me know what works. Be really interested to see what works for you. And yeah, good luck with your marketing. Hope you can find some clients.